Hey everybody, welcome back. It's the Mac, and welcome back to the channel. And a continuation here of the Wargame Design Studio's Forgotten Campaigns. I have made a video of it covering the features, what you get with the game, and what's included. Now we're going to try a little battle here and see how the game mechanics work. Right, so we did go through... I'm not sure actually we did go through all the scenarios in the previous video, but there's a lot. There's 115 scenarios here in the campaign, so I think I showed that. I'm thinking of just doing Fort Craig. This sounded very interesting. The first one, since I haven't played any of these scenarios, so why not just work down the list? And I could share this Let's Play with you guys. So, Fort Craig there, CSA as AI challenge. Confederate states there, I guess, as an AI challenge. 21 turns, that seems reasonable. Fort Craig, designed by John Ferry and Rich Walk. It's an AI challenge. Play as Union, 20-minute turns. This scenario is a variant of the historical scenario to attack Fort Craig. The units have largely been repositioned. Your task, defend Fort Craig against the Confederate AI. Alright, so we're going to be the Union here. Let's go. Union manual, automatic with fog of war. Rules, well, there's a lot of rules ticked in here. These are actually ticked in since I played the Getting Started. It was what was recommended for that showcase. There's no recommendations in these scenarios saying what you should use. I think it's freely up to yourself to do it. So I'm going to stick with this default that was chosen for me there. It's all in the manual, what all this stuff means. Some of it sounds pretty self-explanatory. So we're going to keep it on there and we'll see how it goes. So the rebels will be automatic and the Union will be manual. All right, let's go. Confederate turn, 1 of 21. Yes, so they start moving out there. Here's Fort Craig. We're going to let the computer do its thing, and then we're going to have a look at the situation here. I've turned the music off. There's a soundtrack in the game, but I have actually turned it off just for so that my voice can be heard. Okay, here we go. Look at that. There's big cavalry forces coming up there. We got the Confederate melee phase. And there's no melee. 0 units resupplied out of 2 units checked. Right, so there's 2 units that was not resupplied. Okay. Union turn. Turn 1 of 21. All right, here we go. All right, zoom out a bit. The big zoom out. We've got Fort Craig here. We've got something called the Milligan's Gulch. So this takes place in New Mexico. It was a... like the Confederate had a... I think the commander was Silby. I did some reading about this, but I'm nowhere near an expert on the actual battle itself. But what took place here in February was that expeditionary force, I think it was a pretty large force. It was about 2,500 or 3,000 men that was sent in to capture and make this a Confederate state. And the Union had forces in Fort Craig. This was along the Rio Grande, it's like a river, I think. And it was sort of stuck in the middle of... Because they were on their way to... I can't remember the name of that town. But they were actually on the way to, I think, Santa Fe, maybe, or something. Yeah, my geography is not that great on America. But they were on their way to like a larger town to capture that and make the state a Confederate state. But there were Union troops in there. Many were like raw recruits, I think. So they were passing by Fort Craig, and it was manned by a lot of Union soldiers. And they were, historically, they never attacked Fort Craig, actually, because the expeditionary force did not have heavy guns to lay siege on the fort to begin with. And I think they had made some like prop guns, I read somewhere, that it looked like there were some heavy guns present at this fort, and that made Selby kind of reluctant to do an attack here. So what they did was there was another area just north of Fort Craig where the actual battle took place, where the Confederate forces, because the Union refused to leave the fort and fight them on the field of battle for some reason, and they sort of went north. And when they did that, I think the Union decided to leave the fort and send the majority of their force up there. And they was a big battle there. I think it's called, Valverde. That's the one, Valverde. That's where the actual battle took place. So I guess this is like a hypothetical fight, or will simulate that the Confederates will try to capture the fort, I guess. There's some objectives on this side as well. We have no forces near there to hold that. I'm not sure if the Confederates will be coming here as well. This is a blind playthrough here. So that's what happened. So let's have a look at our forces. We could have it in 3D view. I mean, the graphics are pretty good. I like it. But the 2D mode you have more of a overview of what's going on. So I might actually play it like this. All right, what's going on here? We have some scouts. I think historically they sent out some cavalry to have a look, be on the lookout for this big force arriving. Look at this. This is a big force here. There is a lot of men here and a leader there. We have 50 men on horses here. Yeah, so I mentioned about the American Civil War, like tactics and fighting. There's been like lots of debate. I did some reading about that. There's been a lot of debates about what actual tactics were used and what these forces were actually influenced by. Many say they were actually influenced by the Napoleonic Wars tactics. What was born out of that, the moving a massive infantry up, exchange fire, and then bayonet charge into the enemy and do hand-to-hand combat. And I mean that happened particularly early in the war. They used that, and skirmishes was very important. Skirmish units were used a lot. Small detachments of men in head of the main force to harass the enemy and keep them sort of in check. Cavalry was somewhat not as powerful and effective as you might think. I mean, the mobility was great, of course. Mobility is great with cavalry. They can travel around the battlefield fast and appear behind the enemy and charge them in their rear and stuff. And that's basically what they're good at for. I mean, they can dismount and then there will be sort of like a regular infantry unit with their horses and they're firing at the enemy. But they can also charge, of course, and attack. You would probably best be doing that on disrupted and routed enemies to cause maximum damage, because charging into these prepared positions would be pretty devastating. I think something about the firearms used as well. There was sort of a mix. Many were trained with the smoothbore musket. The smoothbore musket, I think. I read some interesting articles about it, actually. It was because the rifles used in this era actually had a pretty effective range, but the commanders didn't actually take that in consideration a lot of times as they fought battles. They moved their soldiers quite close to each other, and that's why the high casualty rates, was really high casualty rates on some of these battles, because the guns were actually more effective, and you probably hit more of your targets at close range. But then there was a lot of writing about the actual battlefield, that many of these units were also untrained, and when they fired, many didn't even aim. They just pointed the gun in a general direction and pulled the trigger, basically. That, of course, progressed during the war when more battle-hardened units had been in many battles, and they sort of knew what the hell they were doing. But lots of them were raw recruits, and many have never been on a battlefield before, and so it was that was the fog of war and the chaos that occurred. So lots of interesting things in this era of warfare. There's lots to take in consideration here. All right, let's have a look at what we got. So we got some cavalry in the front here. Let's see what they belong to first. Okay, they are the 2nd Battalion of the something Colorado, maybe? Co 1, Captain C. Deos. First NM Vols, yeah, New Mexico Volunteers. It must be volunteers here. Major A. Morrison, we got here. Okay, they're fixed. Cole Kit Carson. Okay, so these units are fixed. The main body here. We have something here. Captain J. Graydon. He's a really good commander here. He's got Command A and Leadership B, so he's pretty badass. He has the Spy Company. So these are sort of reconnaissance that moved up. I'm having a look here. What can they see here? So they haven't spotted any Confederate forces here yet. They did. What else we got? Okay, we got some guns here. 24-pounder howitzers pointing in this direction. They look pretty exposed here. If there's an enemy coming up here, those guns are going to be overrun. Okay, they have some visibility down here, but looking pretty exposed on that hill there. So we got some forces in the fort. These are not fixed. Yeah, all right, we do have a lot of leaders there. Here's Canby. If this is the guy, this is the main man. It was Canby and Selby that duked it out here. So he's the main man in charge there. Commander B, Leadership B. Okay. Right, so there's 2 cavalry. They're not all cavalry, actually. There's infantry with the smoothbore muskets there. Range 2. So it's like an infantry brigade or something there. They have line of infantry and some cavalry attached. These guys have cavalry and some infantry. Okay, those guys are low on ammo. They're not being supplied there. And those guys are part of that, I think. No, they're sort of on their own here. Here's a unit. They're fixed. It's a cavalry unit. It's part of this. Okay, so it's sort of spread out here. We got fixed units on the other side of the stream here. We have a guy who is in charge of some line infantry there. We have this guy here. Okay, he's got some larger formations here. These are militia forces, quality F. Right, these guys are not that well trained there. Okay, we got 2 commanders in the back here. They're commanding this force up here. Right, we do have yeah, quality F. This must be the militia that was raised in New Mexico to fight this Confederate force. They're pretty darn bad here. D. We have some cavalry here, muskets. Okay, they're all fixed. We do have a wagon here, supply wagon. We do have another supply wagon here. I wonder if I can move that thing. All right, what about the fort here? We got stone walls around us. Here's something. These are trenches. Yeah, how trenches work, they sort of disrupt movement. Because if you're moving in your formation here and you will be trying to tackle these obstacles and you will be automatically disrupted as you move out into these trenches. That's why they're dug around the fort there, to disrupt the enemy as they're moving in there. So I don't think there are actual trenches for you to, like what we think of World War II and World War I when they're like defensive trenches. They are actually obstruction trenches. All right. All right, first things first. Okay, so we spotted the force. They're coming here. They captured an objective there. All right, we got to get this cavalry back because they're going to get... I mean, these guys could just charge them and destroy them. So let's get them... We do have an objective here. Everything's fixed, though. I think we should move back. We have a range of 2. We could just retreat back here. They're dismounted, which means they're going to have to mount to move fast. We could hold that for now. Hopefully these will be released soon. They can come up and help out. These guys are dismounted as well. This is looking dangerous as well, this objective here. Let's move them in there for now. Keep them there and have a look at what's going on. This artillery, though, who do they belong to? I mean, who's in charge of them? Not sure who's actually in charge of these guys. None of those guys. What's this? Headquarters. All right, we have a headquarters unit here. Yeah, of course, Canby is in charge. He's the overall. But does that artillery belong to any formation? Maybe not. They do have a leader here. 2 guns, sort of sitting on their own there. Anything we can move out to help these guys? Everything's fixed. This whole force seems to be fixed here. We do have guys in the fort, but we're going to hold the fort, of course. We have the benefit of defense here. So we got to stay in here. Let's see, those guys are facing down. They're facing down there. Those guys are one unit's facing that way. One is. Let's just get that one facing the same direction. Those guys are facing northwards there. Colorado Volunteers. Face this direction. Maybe down there would be better. So if the enemy comes here, we can shoot at them. What's this? Quite a lot of... We have... This cavalry is actually released. There's stone walls all around. I wonder where the exit... It's this is probably the exit hex here. Stone trail, yeah. This is where you leave the fort. Yeah, this must be it. They're going to be disrupted if they try to get out of here. I wonder if they can just move over the wall there. I doubt it. They'll probably be disrupted. They're actually dismounted, these guys. There's 3 leaders there. I mean, we could try and move them in here and sort of have them sort of deploy around here, maybe outside the fort. I'm not sure when these units are going to be released. These guys have quality C as well. I don't know. Let's see if I can move them out. Okay, they're dismounted. Seems to be working fine. We don't want to go in there. Alright, we're facing the wrong way here. Okay, so they're moving out of the fort. Not sure if I'm doing the right thing here now. See if I can get him up there. Alright, we do have lots of leaders here. It's good. We're going to be needing that. Alright, let's get them there. This unit is fixed. Alright, yeah. What else we got here? We got more cavalry here. This guy here, Corporal Ira Claffin, is in charge of them, and Captain Robert Lord. I mean, we could use them as well. We could move this cavalry out. Why not? There's no point in them sitting back there. Get the leaders out there as well. Okay. That's the headquarters. They're holding this line here, defending the fort. Alright. We do have 2 leaders here just sitting around. They can move. Right, what about the guns? I'm kind of... Yeah, the guns, it doesn't feel right. But they could cause some devastating damage to the enemy there, I guess. Let's just make them phase straight down the barrel here. Let's see if they open up fire on anything that moves there. Alright, I think that's it. I wonder if we can do any firing. No, nothing in sight and stuff. We'll see what the Confederates do, I guess. Right, so let's have a look at the victory conditions. Okay, we need 400 points for a major. Wow. Okay, so that's quite a lot, considering we're holding the objectives here as well. We need to cause a lot of damage to the enemy. All right, let's see here. Let's see what happens. Right, are going to just save it. Right, so we have our melee phase, and there's nothing there we can melee, so we're just gonna go Confederate turn 2 of 21. Let's go. Oh shit! They had something there. Oh man, look at the size of that stack there. All right, those guys are gonna be killed. I should have moved them back. Oh man, look at the force. Oh shit. Whole force is moving in there. Oh god, look at them. Oh shit. Alright, they're gonna be destroyed. They're gonna be destroyed. 5 casualties taken there. 2 men. There's gonna be a melee phase as well. 5 men killed. Okay, there were only 34 men left there now. 8 men! Oh, here we go. 35 guys got killed. 0 units undisrupted out of 1 unit checked. So they did not. 0 units routed out of 2 units checked. So they didn't rout. 0 units resupplied, so, and not getting any supplies either. Union turn. Wow. Oh man. Okay. Look at that. There's like there's over 200 men here facing 34 guys. Oh man. Okay. 5 men left. Jeez. Get the hell out of there. I wonder if they can escape without being shot to pieces there. They're part of this. 5 guys. Jeez. They got the objective there. We have lost 57 men. Oh, okay. So this is probably... Yeah, it says rebel minor. This is what the rebels need to do. Okay. I thought it was my victory conditions. I just need to keep my head down, I guess. Only 3 guys to 57. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Can you get the hell out of there? Fatigue 309. I wonder if I can just retreat here. Just get behind there. All right. We have nothing released. Everything is fixed. We do have this force here coming in. All right. We need to abandon this. Actually, let's check firing first. Yeah, it's only that unit that can fire. I'm not going to fire. I'm just going to get the hell out of there. Okay. Let's pull back. Shit, I don't really know where I'm supposed to be going here. Maybe let's go back there. Let's get this guy with them. Oh man, it's looking pretty bad there. Okay, they're fixed. Let's get this big force moving forward here. Let's see what visibilities are here. If we position ourselves behind this hill, that could be good. Good ambush point there. They got good range as well. Could get a force standing here as well. This little force here. All right. Let's see what we can do here. The line infantry in the fort is going to hold it. Right, these guys are... Okay, they're there, and the guns. The guns are in danger, man, because he could just mount his cavalry and just ride down here and take out those guns. Yeah, I'm kind of... Yeah, I think I want to move the guns, actually. It's not looking that great. I mean, we could position the guns on the other side of the stream. When hopefully this force gets activated, we could move across with artillery support. Let's do that. Let's get these guns out of there. Okay. Pretty bad visibility there. That's good. Maybe we can move them in there. Yeah, let's get them deployed there so we can open fire on that objective there. Okay, I'm happy with this. Everybody's been considered here. Right, we're going to have to wait and see where the rebels are going. If they're going to do a frontal attack on the fort, or if they're going to try and... This force looks like it's going to be moving in this direction. We got plenty of forces here to fight. It's kind of weak here still. This is a huge force. Let's end the turn. We have nothing to melee, so just end it. And the Confederate turn, here we go. Alright. Yeah, they're going to capture that objective now. Okay, here we go. They're moving in stuff. Big force moving in there. Looks like they're going for the fort there. Alright, it's moving in there. This big force though. We're going to be outnumbered there. Oh man. Okay, there's something moving in there. Oh, he's opening up. One man was killed. No effect. He's gonna attack those guys. Confederate melee phase. I don't think he's in any melee range. 2 units undisrupted out of 2 checked. That's good. 0 units recovered recovered all fatigue out of 1 unit checked. All right. Union turn 3. All right, those guys seem to be back. Okay, what the hell is moving in here? Look at that. 190 men. 250. 310. 360 men there. Total. Here we got 180, 260 men. What the hell have we got here? We got 150 men and 5 guys. Here we have more. We got about 250 men here with cavalry. Okay, 50 guys there. Got 150 men here, and about 130 guys there. Okay, all right, let's get this deploy this artillery gun here. It's face down. Maybe I should have kept it there. I could have caused some good casualties in these guys as they were moving in. Wow, look at the forces here. It's huge. This one's big. It's over 100 men in there. Okay, we're in trouble here. Let's see if we have anything to fire with. Except we can fire from the fort here. We got range 3 there. We can open up on these guys. So what's he got here? Those number 2 and 3 are the biggest groups. Let's lay down some rounds on those. No effect. No effect. It's not starting that good. I think these guys are closer. Let's take the whole stack and fire. 3 casualties. No effect. Here we have a bunch of guys. Let's see here. That second group is pretty large in the last one there. Let's lay down some rounds on that second group there. 4 men. All right. And that's all we can do in fire. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. We're activated. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got cavalry and 4 units of infantry. Now, the cavalry, I want to use them. I want to definitely get them mounted. I want to see if I can ride around and have a look. What is going on here? All right. Okay, here we go. I guess we can move up. This is huge force, though. We could maybe get them in the flank. If we can move up. If we're moving straight down the line, he's going to be able to fire at us, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we should just move them down and engage them. Let's just shift. Let's face them at least. Let's start moving down. Wow, look at that. Right next to them there. Okay, those guys are fixed. Okay, these guys, 5 men. All right. Let's get in there. These guys, though. Wow, look at that. I guess we could move in and sort of engage them in the rear. That would cause panic, I guess. Just face them there. Sort of confuse them a bit by facing this way. Shoot them in the back there. We got range 3. We have this big force here. Range 3. I mean, we can move up over the ridge and engage them on range. We can move this whole force up. Probably surprised him a bit. And these guys could move up here as well. Maybe even there. We got to think about this force here, though. That's kind of dangerous. Let's get them up there. Sort of a nasty surprise going on there. Right, the infantry there. We're just holding that. They are holding. They fired, so they cannot move. Nope. And they fired. Got our supplies there. Those leaders, headquarters, they're sort of facing this direction. The cannon is in place now. Just covering that objective. 24-pounder guns. It's pretty heavy guns, though. That's all we can do. Let's look at firing. Right, so we moved up there in the flank. They're low on ammo, so they cannot fire. All right, what we got here? That third group is big. It's 90 men. I think we should just lay down a volley of fire. Yeah, when they're low on ammo, you can't fire there. That third group, Campbell, cost 7 casualties to that group. That's good. These guys will do a sneak attack in the back here. The second and the fourth group is the largest. No effect there. Right, they moved up. They're all cavalry units. Let's attack the second group again. Cost 2 casualties. These guys can fire at maximum range. What was it? The fourth group there. Let's fire at them as well. 1 man. All right. That's all we can do. And the turn. Melee phase. Well, we're definitely not going to attack these guys. Because they outnumber us. And they're none of them. We don't know if any of them are disrupted or anything. So that's going to be very painful for us to do in a charge in there. Just going to hold back. All right. Send the turn. See what the Confederates do. Turn 4. Let's go. Right, he's moving up. More men from the outer objective there. Okay, he's attacking the fort. He's going for it. Big unit there. They're all disrupted though. Oh shit, he's going for a frontal attack on the fort there. Right, he's shifting his forces around there a bit. Right, he's moving in there. We did not fire with our gun. Ouch. 3 men got killed there. Okay, he's attacking the fort. 3 men. We're not firing back. It's bad. Ouch. 8 casualties. He's attacking the cannon. Got fatigue on it. Firing back. Boom. 3 men. Man, this is tough. Melee phase. He might attack those guys. He didn't do anything. 1 unit recovered all fatigue out of 2 units checked. 0 units routed. 0 units resupplied. Okay. Turn 4. Okay. Things are heating up. Things are heating up. We're still intact here. The enemy is also intact. We got Colonel Tom Green there now. We have some more information about the enemy forces. Those guys are still fixed, which is bad. He's facing upwards with his units. Those guys are all facing this direction. There's a little shootout going on here. I mean, we could... I think we are outnumbering him here. 240 men, I think. We have a lot more. I mean, we have a few units here. We got about 200 men, about 300 men. These forces could move in. Sort of engage these guys. We're about even Steven there. Those guys can move up in the back there, harass them. We got cavalry. I want to use the cavalry in the back here in case we get them really disrupted and stuff. We could do a charge. It's only 50 men, but do something here. What's going on here? Okay, we got disruption. That's bad. Those guys, they're pretty good though. They're quality C troops there. Quality B. Oh, these guys are more badass than we are here. Okay, we do have plenty of leaders here though. Okay, let's see what we can do with firing first. All right, we need to cause damage here to the enemy. We should spread our fire out, I think, because we want to get more. We don't just want to attack 1 unit. We want to get as many as possible. These units disrupted here. All right, so 46 men will attack the first. Cost 3 casualties. They will attack the second. 2 men. They will attack the third. Okay, so trying to spread the damage out a bit. Can they fire? Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's move in. Let's do it. Let's move in the back here. Locking them in there. But there's only 29 men. But let's attack something. Close range. 1 man only. Let's keep up. Okay, I want to move these guys actually, so I'm going to do that. I'm not going to fire now. Let's do the fort first. Okay, we got mass disruption on the enemy there. Oh man, this is bad. There's so many guys here, right? Let's just attack something. 1 man. Okay. 90 men there, jeez. All right, let's attack different formations here. Hopefully cause more damage. No effect. Jeez, come on. Oh man. Oh god. This is looking bad. All right. No effect. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. It didn't hit a single... I guess they got good defense there in the trenches. They're sort of hiding in there. But they're all disrupted. Okay, we got some sneaky guys moving in here. Gotta engage them. Can't see them. Okay, they're out of sight. We could do long-range fire on those guys there. That was good shooting. 2 guys killed there. We'll get the old cannon. See if we can... We should actually maybe try and get it out of there, but let's just attack here. Boom! 6 men. That was good. That's all we can do. All right. Cavalry here. I don't know what he's got. He might have some stuff back here. Maybe we can take out some guns in the back here with the cavalry. It's going to be tough, though. We're going to have to ride up here, attack this gun. They're facing us. Could be pretty devastating for us. We could just try to ride up this hill and attack that gun. Or take the objective, sort of stress him out a bit. But we're going to be exposed to artillery fire here. I think we should go for the just try and make a cavalry charge. Take out some guns. Let's see if we can do that. Running uphill here. Ooh, can we do it? Look at that. We're going to charge that one single gun with 50 men. Let's see if we can do that. All right, here we go. They all fired. We only have those 5 men there. All right, let's go for it. Let's advance. This is going to be a pretty bloody affair. But let's do it. We have about 200 men here. That's going to be a pretty bloody fight there. These guys will move in here and attack them. Okay, I didn't bring my leaders along. Okay. What else? Man, this is... maybe these guys should move in here. Are they actually out? They're actually in the trenches there. That's not good. We should get them into the fort. Maybe reinforce this position here. Let's do that. Let's get some more guys in there. Yeah, they will just wait there. We will definitely not charge the enemy. Get the leaders there. Headquarters. They fired. The gun fired. Look at that. We have something released. First Battalion there. Captain S. Gonzalez. Is that the guy there? We got 2 leaders there. All right, let's. This is a stream, so we should be able to cross that. Let's get the line infantry in there, man. There's a little ford here we could cross. Okay, we have plenty of men here. I wonder if I can move down there. Probably not. I don't know if I want to go into there. I think we should just get him in here. Big ass group there now. Look at that. So over 200 men there. Almost 300 men. That's good. That's good. That's all we can do. See if we can fire here. Right, so we moved in. 80. All right, so those are the big groups there. Let's just fire. Let's try to fire around, damage as many units as we can here. No effect. Oh, misclicked there. Okay. We have those guys as well. No effect. Man. Alright. This could be good. Flank attack. 2 men. 3 men. The fort. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's attack these guys. They have a range of 2, these guys. Smooth bore muskets. No effect. We even ran out of ammunition there. No effect. Ay. Okay. Alright. I don't think I will initiate a melee now. Yeah, I don't think I should. I don't think it's going to end bad if I initiate a melee now. I don't know how. He's pretty fresh. Oh yeah, I'm going to initiate this charge. Let's see if we can capture this. Yeehaw! Go! We lost a man, killed 4 of the guys. There was a leader in there. Okay, that gun could spin around and fire on us. Close range, it's gonna hurt. But we did capture, we did take out that gun, which is good. And I don't think I will initiate any melee anywhere. I think we're alright. We're just gonna end the turn, see what the Confederates do here. Turn 5 and 21, let's go. He could capture the fort if I'm unlucky. If he recovers his units there, he could probably go for a charge. He's outnumbering me. Okay, he's moving in. He's actually pulling back there. He got disrupted. Okay, looks like he's regrouping there somehow. The cavalry's bugging out. They're being isolated now. This is a dangerous force coming in our back here. It looks like the cavalry's bugging out. Okay, he's shifting his forces. Yeah, that group is dangerous. 12 men! Jeez. 6 men there. Ouch. Alright, let's see where he attacks. He's not. Units that have been released. The first NM volunteers. New Mexico volunteers, I guess. 1 unit undisrupted out of 3 checked. 3 units recovered. All fatigue out of 4 units checked. 1 unit resupplied out of 3 checked. That's good. Here we go. Turn 5. All right, I'm going to end the video here. We're going to pick up the action in the next. We got him isolated. No disruption, though. These guys are released. They can move up and attack now. Captured the guns. Unfortunately, we don't have that great field of fire. I was hoping we could lay down some fire on the enemy and from their own guns. Looks like he's pulled his artillery back here. I mean, this cavalry could continue to cause troubles in the back lines here. Fort Craig is definitely holding out. We can start moving them up and recapture that. All right. Looking good. I'm going to end the video here, man. We're going to pick up the action next. Hope you guys are going to enjoy it. So we'll see you in the next part. Have a good one.